What's up, guys? Welcome to a special Tuesday live stream, guys. Hope everything's going great on your Tuesday evening or afternoon, whatever it is for you. Today, just released the Aerobask Phenom 300 jet. I've been waiting for this for a while. It's a very, very cool jet. I've had a chance to take a look at it quickly in VR. We're going to go through it a little bit here and a little bit here and show you what it's all about. Just to give you first the information on it, so we're talking about the, you can get this on xplane.org, and we're looking at $44.95, so $45. Really not too bad considering what you're going to get here, and I'm pretty impressed, I got to tell you. So anyway, let's take a look at that. You can get it on xplane.org, available from Aerobask. Let's take a look, guys. Alrighty, here we go. And there she is. Sleek looking business jet. Seats 8. Actually 8? Yeah, I think it seats 8. Very cool. Number of different liveries. We'll take a look at the cabin, take a look at the features. Everything. So anyway, I'll tell you what, let's first take a look at graphics here and just get inside the cabin. So as far as GPU and CPU utilization, so I'm using a 1080 Ti and a 1080 Ti, EVGA 1080 Ti SC2, and a CPU is a i7-10700K, and here we go. You got we're doing about 21% CPU utilization, 72% GPU utilization, roughly. So can handle it very well in VR. We're in the HP Reverb G2, pretty close to high settings, and 100% rendering in Steam. So that gives you an idea of the settings. So it's looks like it's pretty efficient. This thing has synthetic vision. It's got a pad where you can get to the features, or I should say the settings, which I haven't been able to get to work yet for some reason in VR, but in any event, let's take a look at the settings. So let me pull that up here. Take a look at that in VR, guys. So we've got... Alright, so we start with ground options. This is your fuel. Gives you your fuel capacity. You can open and close doors and stuff. Static elements. For some reason, this box doesn't check. I'm sure they'll fix that, but I was able to turn the static elements off. You can set your vertical speeds here. Okay, or your V speeds. Alright. More options. You can disable instrument pop-ups. Keep instrument pop-ups inside screen. Pop-ups, brightness always full. You can enable or disable reflections on the instruments and the windshield. You can show the co-pilot when inside view. Alright. Don't really need to see the co-pilot, but we can if you want to. Let me see what happens if I click that. There's the co-pilot right there. Hello. So you can get rid of the co-pilot. Show fuel in pounds. Show ground speed on PDF. Show radar height below 2,500 feet. And over here you've got enable touchscreen features, bezel pop out, aspect ratio. I really don't need the bezel pop out. Synthetic vision, you can have topology only or topology and terrain. I've got it on topology now because I had it on topology and terrain, and things were at one point a little bit choppy. So I'll have to mess with that a little bit. So for right now we've got it on topology only. And by the way, I bought this with my own money. Right, this wasn't given to me, so this is purely a non-biased opinion. All right, $45 out of my own hard-earned cash paid for this. All right, so then you've got tape and HSI rose transparency. Not quite sure what that is. Disable pop-up bezels. All right, so you can set that stuff. Sound is basically all the X-Plane sound capability, and then you got your about here. So those are your settings. Okay. Over here you've got the iPad, or the pad I should say, but for some reason you could see up here where it says ground options, V speed, more options, sound, For some reason, I can't get that to work. Okay, Abby tab. I don't see. I can't make this work for some reason. So maybe that's a bug. Aircraft. Let's see if that works. Nope. Yeah, so some reason I can't get that to work. Conrad, how you doing? Dump the seats, go cargo. Yeah. All right, so what do we got here? I got to tell you that the instrument panel looks stunning in VR and with the G2. Very easily readable, right down to even the small writing on the buttons and switches and stuff. It looks awesome. They did a nice job. I haven't figured out how to get rid of the yoke yet. I don't think you can. So that would be nice to get rid of the yoke, but you've got all the functionality you can imagine. I'm not going to go over all this in detail right now. I'm still, I'm kind of anxious to get it in the air and fly it. We're going to fly a flight to I'll show you, about 290 miles here, and we're going to take it up, see how the autopilot works and all that stuff, and we'll take it as it comes here. So you've got full input. All these buttons work, it looks like. So you've got full input right here on the console. This is a touch screen apparently, so we could play with that if we wanted to. Let's just see if we can set up the inset. Inset, and we can go traffic topology. No, we'll leave that the way it is. PDF. Put our wind on there, option 1. Back. Okay, we can put our flight plan right there. There's our flight plan. Love that about the X-Plane. So readable to be able to see that. All right, so that's all good. V key for yoke. Let's try that. Nope. That didn't work. All right, so we're going to go flight director. We're going to go nav. Now, I've already got, let's go over here to show you. I already got my flight plan implemented. So we're going from BVY, which is Beverly in Massachusetts, via Waynes, and then to Morristown in New Jersey. Okay, so we've got that all set up here. You got all your engine parameters and stuff here. Looks very cool. We'll take that out as we're flying here. So we're going to go nav. And let's set our altitude to, we'll just go fly at a comfortable 6,000 feet. Okay. I guess we'll try, I'm not sure how the FLC works in this, so I think we'll just go vertical speed for now. And we're going to go, we'll climb her at 2,000. All right. Oh, Y. It looks like a V. Oh, yoke. Let's see if that works. Yep. Good job. Thank you. All right, so got rid of the app. So let's see. We got our... looks like we got everything set here. We're going to set flaps to takeoff with 1 notch. Before we do all that, let's check out the cabin. Just go backwards here. See, this is the work area. Oh, we got some nice wine glasses right there. Little seat right there. There's the door, passenger door. So that's where the crew, I guess, sits. These are the leather seats for the cabin. Look very nice. Oh, looks like we've got, we have panels. We have, oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. So we've got, do the lights work? Yep, lights work. Nice. All right. Do we put the tables out? Yep, tables come out. Pretty cool. Tables go back in. Can you grab this drawer? Nope. 2 seats. They got 4 seats there, so we're only seating 4, 6. And now we're back into the restroom. All right. Interesting. Now we're back by the engines. That's pretty cool. All right, maybe we should go outside the plane and check out the outside of the plane a little bit. Let's do that. All right, let's get back in the cockpit here. All right, let's check out the outside of the plane here. Great detail on the wheels. Wow. Looks phenomenal. What great detail. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Very impressed. All right, back in the cabin. Now, of course, the most important thing is how she flies. Yeah, the cabin looks amazing. All right, so I think we're all set here to take off. Again, we're going to be going to Morristown here. We got our lighting. Let's see, we got our navs on. Let's just make sure this stuff all works. Yeah, this all works. Got our taxi. We got our landing lights on. Strobes are on. We got the panel. That's cool. Cabin lights. We got the up washer. Emergency lighting. Got all our icing and heating. And let's see. Fuel pumps, hydro pumps, pressurization, air conditioning, fire, emergency shutoffs. These are the start stops for the engines. The GPUs probably, let's see, it's pretty simple. Everything's like straightforward in front of you here. So engine ignition. Where's the GPU? Alright, so we would put it in climb if we're going to be in SFLC, I guess. So we had a GPU. Maybe it's over here. So there we got our test. We got our pneumatics. We got electrical. There's a GPU. So we got the GPU on auto right now. We could actually turn the GPU off, but we'll just leave it on auto. Got our oxygen control. And we've got our audio. See what happens if we click this. That doesn't work. Alright, lots of cool stuff to play with in this new jet. But main thing is, how does it fly, right? So that said, we're going to give it a shot here. Right, we're going to taxi to the north so we could take off to the south. And then hit our flight plan down to Morristown. So let's, we've got... should have plenty of fuel. Parking brakes are off. We are taxiing. Very smooth. I guess we have to back taxi here at Beverly. Looks like we have to back taxi. There's no way to get down to the end here. Synthetic vision is nice and smooth. Really smooth, actually. I'm very impressed. Very, 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 very impressed. You know, comparing this to other business jets that I've flown, the Challenger, I still love the Challenger. I love these glass cockpits like this. The other glass cockpit I've flown is the Longitude in X-Plane. Sorry, in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, but this one, I don't know. This one seems to be much cooler to me. It's certainly smooth as silk in VR. Bombassa, how you doing? You just picked it up? You haven't tried it? Okay, well, you're going to get to watch me try it. Ooh, look at that. Nice ground handling. Turns on a dime. Let's get her lined up on the center line. So we're heading south now. All right. All good to go. Let's just check outside real quick. We got ailerons, rudders. We're all good. Here we go. Let me get this over here so I can see you guys a little better. Where's the best way to put that? Right there, I guess. Yeah, for some reason this isn't working. Like I can't get to the options there, but that's okay. Here we go. Very smooth. Wow, that jumped up. Wheels up. It's very touchy. Flaps up. Alright, let's get the yaw damper on and autopilot on. Steve, how you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Yeah, so all of the graphics on the PDF and speed indicators and stuff are super smooth. DeBarcus, how you doing? Turn on the yoke since I'm in VR. Ah, you want to see the yoke? Yeah, okay, I can turn the yoke on, sure. Here's the yoke. The yoke is cool. That's one thing I love about. I love that Y kind of yoke, that V or YV yoke. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah. So we're getting the typical X-Plane 11 VR experience with the G2. Super smooth. We're going to boost her up here a little bit. Oh, we got to put this in the heads-up mode here. So go to menu. Track up. We want track up. You hope Xbox will have it. No, I don't think so, dude. I don't think Xbox will have this. Very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. It looks phenomenal. And flies super smooth. And that's all you could ask for, right? There's a city of Boston down there, it looks like. Logan should be around there somewhere, I guess. Yeah, Logan's down there. All right, we're going to... Uh-oh, I don't know what's going on there. We got some odd stuff going on with the autopilot here. Maybe my configuration isn't right or something. All right, I'm going to turn that yoke, these yokes off here. All right, we're going to settle down here at 6,000. Pretty impressed. Wow. Yeah, DeBarcus, I got to tell you, I think Aerobask does a much better job than Carenado. Just in their functionality, it's much closer to study level. I mean, the DA62, I love that plane. The Aerobask DA62 is a great DA62 is a great plane. So I expected this one to be really good too, and it's not disappointing at all. Let's take a look back in the cabin here. Pretty wild. Outside. Pretty wild. Definitely not disappointing. All right, so we're cruising at... could probably get her up a little bit faster here. So far, very happy. Very happy. And I mean, it's simple, right? Everything seems to be pretty well organized, right? You got air conditioning over here, pressurization over here, your input pad for your flight director and all that stuff here, your landing gear. Down here you've got your fire control, all your engine control, trim control, okay? Your ice protection and heating, okay? And then over here you've got all your pumps, your fuel pumps and your hydraulic pumps. Oh, they got signs. Okay, your signs for your seatbelts on and all that. And again, there's a huge panel down there. And your testing, your pneumatics, GPU. What is that? Oxygen? Oh, the mask. If I want a mask. That doesn't work. But the supply control works. GPU definitely works. GPU's on auto right now, but we really don't need the GPU while we're flying. And you got your flaps, you've got your throttle, and your speed brake. Very cool. You even have a pen right there. So check it out. There's a pen right there. And that's about it. You know, typical G1000 controls. Although in this plane, it probably would really be a G3000 or 5000, but that's okay. They did a nice job with all the instrumentation for the engines and cabin pressure and all that stuff. Your landing gear is right there. Pitch and roll indicators are right there. Fuel is right there. Engine parameters right there. Pretty simple stuff. This is where you enter all your comms information, but you can control your comms, but you could control it from up here as well. And that's it, pretty much it. I'm impressed. 45 bucks. It's worth it, in my opinion. All right, so to give you an idea of graphics right now, or utilization, so we're at 33 CPU, 40, between 35 and 40 CPU, and GPU we're between 70, and if I look down at the console right here, the GPU definitely goes up to like 70. If I'm looking out the window, it goes down to the 60s. It's using 13.1 gigabytes, sorry, 10.1 gigabytes of VRAM. So it's using almost all the VRAM in this system. Now, I'm going to guess landing here, we want to keep it about 130, 140 knots, somewhere around there. And by the way, I did already buy one of these for FS Economy. I picked one up, actually at Beverly. I was going to fly it, but I'll do it some other time. But I picked one up for like $1 million, almost $1 million. They're a little higher. Like, that was the cheapest one in Massachusetts. I got it for $1 million. So I'm going to be flying this in FS Economy, too. 8 passengers, not super great on the cargo, but okay on the cargo. The king of the cargo for business jets in FS Economy is the Challenger. Sorry, how you doing? Thank you for your video on configuring the G2 controllers. I did watch it briefly. I'm going to go over it again and get my mine configured, but I appreciate you doing that. Oh, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to lease this one to the group, dude. I think I might keep this one to myself. We'll see. We'll see. I may lease it to the group. We'll see. But in any event, sorry, what I wanted to ask you is I wanted to see if there was a way that I could set up because I only use the right controller when I fly. I very rarely I don't use the left controller at all. I want to see if there was a way I could just set up the left controller to do everything. Pull up the menu, select the menu item, etc. Just like we used to do with the Oculus controllers, you know. Yeah, I'm sure it will. You should post it on the VR Aviators Facebook page. You should post it on there because I think it will definitely help people. I was going to post it, but I said, "Oh, let me ask you if you want it." You should just post it on there, because I think that will definitely help a lot of people. All right, 21 minutes to Morristown. This is really nice, man. I got to tell you. Not sure what happened there with the autopilot. That might have been my not setting it up properly. Look, it's a new plane. It's version 1. I'm sure that yeah, you should post it, dude. I'm sure that there's going to be some bugs that they're going to find out once now that this is released to the masses. So there'll be a 1.1 release probably in a month or a couple weeks or whatever, working out all the quirks. But for the most part, I had to, once I did the licensing, when I entered the serial number, the licensing stuff, the key, I had to instead I couldn't just reload it. I had to restart X-Plane, and then for some reason X-Plane crashed. And I think that had something to do with I was doing something with OBS. And then when I brought up X-Plane, the plane was gone, so I had to reinstall it, but it was fine. So the plane is fantastic. I'm very impressed with it. It's the sensitivity is a little It's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. You can see I'll just touch the yoke there. It's very sensitive. But I'm pretty impressed with it. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of X-Plane 11 VR, you know. No, I mean we're getting 35 FPS right now. So, and the frame time I'm sure is great because I'm not seeing any stuttering. So 35, 36 FPS at 6,000 feet. You know, it's pretty good. I haven't seen any stuttering, so, and I'm using a 1080 Ti and a 10700K. So I'm pretty, you know, this is, you know, if you've got anything above that, you're going to be fine. And I'm running at pretty high settings, so. Aerobask planes tend to be very efficient performance-wise. I know, like the Ti SC2 is really super efficient. So I didn't expect this to be any different, you know. Yeah, the Falcon 8. Yeah. I didn't buy the Falcon. I was kind of waiting for this one. This is more my scene. Glass pot cockpit business jet, you know. It's more my scene. I gotta tell you, I haven't bought a plane. In fact, the last plane I bought, I think, was the Ti SC2. So. Well, you know, there's a setting in the Ti SC2. You have to turn off G1000 MFD something. There's a setting that if you turn that off, the frame rate's like double. The Ti SC2. I think I did a video on it a while back. It's the G. It's like it's a setting called the G1000 MFD something, refresh or something. You got to turn that off, and if you turn that off, then you get really great frame rates. But I'm sure the memory helped. All right, 17 minutes. Yeah, something like that. Experimental keyboard or something. You got to turn that off. And once you turn that off, because I was having the same problem, it was like stuttery and really terrible. And I found it, I stumbled upon it on a forum somewhere, and once I turned that off, it was boom, worked great. Oh, okay, so you saw that. Okay, cool. I'm anxious to land this plane. I wonder what... Is that Philadelphia? No, it can't be. It's probably like somewhere in Connecticut. Well, what airport is that, I wonder? That is... I can't tell. Good time to check out the range. Looks like HFD. Whatever that is. Range button works really well. Hartford, maybe? Still on the hunt for that 330 series GPU. Either a 3070 or a 3080. I saw in a video that people are now hacking the 3070s to upgrade it to 12 gigabytes of VRAM. I was like, that might be an idea. I didn't watch the video, I just saw the thumbnail. I thought that was interesting. Alright, so 14 minutes to Morristown. Pretty quick timing. Yes, sir. Very impressed. Very impressed. The textures are great in here. All the buttons look really cool. Easy on the eyes. The compass looks great. Let's see if these lights work. Yeah. Well, yeah, actually, there's a driver you can get, 470.05, I think it is, that allows you to crypto mine on it full blast. It's the 3070, so NVIDIA made a mistake last week. They had it up on their development site for about 2 hours. Everybody downloaded it. I totally agree. Aerobask is definitely top quality. Top dog in terms of quality. I totally agree. Totally agree. All around quality. Quality of flight dynamics, quality of graphics. They're great. They're great. They take their time and do it right. They really do. I'm surprised they haven't moved into FS Economy. Although I wonder, why are we drifting up to 6140 when I've got it locked on 6,000? That seems kind of strange. I think they need to fix that. That looks like a bug. Alright, 12 minutes to Morristown, or I should say our waypoint. So there's the Hudson River, I would guess. We're heading west, southwest. Which is really west, so that I would say that's the Hudson River right there. So we'll head into New Jersey here, landed on Morristown, see what it's like for landing. And again, I bought this with my own money. This wasn't given to me. This was a plane that I bought with my own cash, $44.94 of my own hard-earned money. It's actually pretty reasonable for a jet like this, I think. You know, considering the amount of work they put into it, it's pretty reasonable. Airport down there, KDXC. All right, so we got 10 minutes. Let's change our altitude level here. We're going to go down to 4,000 vertical speed. Why is it telling me trim? I don't understand. I'm on autopilot. It shouldn't care what. I mean, it should be sending me down, right? You notice it would start to do that when you're in the yellow for your speed. There you go. Thank you. So you need to be... That's... Okay, so that's like a safe gap. I see. It doesn't want to go down at that speed. I see. Good call, dude. Thank you. Good call. So you want to keep her in the green. Good call. All right, so show of hands in chat. Who's going to buy one? Bambosa, I know you were, or Bombosa, I already know you did, so you don't have to raise your hand. You're not sure yet. Yeah. I was like, I saw it. I've been watching it. You know, I've been watching this for a couple of months, and I'm like, saw it yesterday or the day before. Oh, it's going to be coming out in the next couple of days. I'm like, do I need another plane? And I was like, you'll wait for 1.1 patch. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy it. So, boom, pull the trigger. What the hell? Only $45. All right, so keep it in the green when you're climbing and descending. You're doing a test flight while at work, and Nerds in the Office was... Yeah. Yeah. Do you doing a test flight in VR or in 2D? I just love the detail of this thing. It's pretty impressive. $2D, yeah. It looks cool in 2D, but as we all know, there's nothing like 3D in a flight simulator, that's for sure. You did VR. What did people think of that when they did you show people? I know, so I have I haven't had family over in a while since COVID, but usually when I have family over, start talking about hobbies or whatever, they'll be like, "Oh, you're into flight simulation?" Yes. I said, "Did you ever try it in VR?" No. So I always say, "Oh, come downstairs." So we go down to my PC and I'll crank it up and put him in a Cessna 172, like some small little airport in the middle of nowhere, and say, "All right, here's the throttle, here's the rudder pedals, here's the yoke. See if you can fly it." And they're like, first they kind of stumble, they crash the first time, and then it's amazing because after like a couple of times they get it and they start flying, and then they want to land, and then they're like, after about a half hour, I've never had anyone not say that was amazing. Everyone says that was amazing. Because it is amazing. All right, I'll have to figure out all the flight systems and stuff. FLC, auto throttle, all that. Yeah, everybody always says, "Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, how much would it cost me to get one of these?" I'm like, I said, the software is not expensive. The software is about $60. With add-ons, it's maybe going to cost you a couple $100. I said, but it's The hardware that really get you. I said the hardware will really get you. Oh, what is that going to cost? I'm like, well, $600 for this, $3,000 for that. You're like, what? Yup. It's a crazy hobby. Do the same with your father on the Pimax, and after a short session, he said, "I want the same." Yeah. Today you have the Quest 2. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Quest 2, but that's fine. I'm not a big fan. I think this is actually the Hudson here. Yeah, this seems to be the Hudson. I'm not a big fan of the Quest 2 for Oculus reasons. But whatever. I gotta believe that's the Hudson, right? What's that over there if this is the Hudson? Not sure. Guys, if you don't mind, do me a favor, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Help me get some views on the video. I'm sure maybe people will watch this after work or whatever. They can't watch it right now, but I wanted to give everyone, all my VR friends, a first look at this cool plane. Still rocking the Rift S? Yeah. Oh, you fly it on your laptop. That's cool. Yeah, the Rift S is a great headset. I never had one. I went from the CV1 to the G2, as you guys probably know. But yeah, the Rift S is a good. A lot of people love the Rift S. Yeah, that's the Tappan Zee Bridge right there. So that's definitely the Hudson. And there's New York City down there. Well, the Tappan Zee Bridge doesn't actually exist anymore. It's now the Mario Cuomo Bridge. The father of the governor of New York, current governor of New York, who's in such hot water. Anyway. All right, let's see. We're coming into Morristown pretty quick here. We're going to be 5 minutes away. We're at 3,000 feet. Running at about 200 knots here. There's a tap. They built a whole bridge to the left of it, and then they tore down the old one. Maybe they may still be in the process of tearing down the old one. I don't know, but I went over the old one while they were building the new one. I haven't been over the new one yet. Haven't been up that way in a long time. Now, I will tell you that the controls are touchy on this. The flight controls are touchy. When I took off, I felt the plane pop right off the runway. And I barely pulled back on the yoke. So, we shall see. All right, 14 miles to our turn into the lovely Morristown, MMU. I actually flew out of Morristown years ago, Worked for a company. Our CEO had a Citation. I forget. Small jet. It's a very small jet, but he had a Citation, and we flew some customers up to our headquarters, and I had the fortunate luck of being able to fly on that little plane. It was pretty cool. What ortho states should I have to catch all the jobs for VR aviation? So if you want to fly in our network, then you want to have New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, and basically around between Roanoke and Cape May, and then probably down to like the DC area. So that blotch right there, the Northeast and Middle Atlantic. You don't have to go higher than like Connecticut, because we don't go above like. Actually, I think the highest one is like northern New Jersey, but out in Pennsylvania is one out by Pittsburgh. So you want all of Pennsylvania. Hope that helps. All right, 8 miles to our turn, 2 minutes. I'm anxious to land this thing. I have not landed it yet, so that's always the fun part, landing a new plane. New aircraft. There's New York City. Parking brake right up here. Right there. It's a nice place to put it. It really is. All right, we're going to come into our turn here pretty quickly. Should start to see the airport. Pretty soon we'll have a 10-mile run into the airport, straight in approach. If my flight plan is correct. Lake Apacon there, I guess? Or it might be the reservoir. I know there's a reservoir up in North Jersey. I think that's what that is. They have a big-ass reservoir. Roseland Reservoir or something like that. Forget what the name of it is. Alright, we could probably get her down to 2,000. Doesn't have a half bank? Yeah, it does have has a bank button there. Alright, I see Morristown there. I'm thinking 135, 140-ish. I think that should do us okay. All right, here we go. First notch of flaps.
High speed. High speed. High speed.
Ooh, it's telling us to slow down Major League here.
High speed. 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 High speed.
See how tricky, touchy it is? I mean, I'm just...
High speed. 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 High speed.
I tell you what, it is smooth as silk. But it is very sensitive. $137. I don't think I want to go much below that. 135. We're at full flaps now, 140.
500.
All right. Let's see if we get the... Oh, we're getting call-outs, multiple call-outs. I like that. See, I'm barely, like, touching that.
300. 200.
139.
100.
It deployed the air brakes automatically. Alright, so I probably should have landed there a little deeper in the runway. I mean, less deep in the runway, I should say. But we made it here one piece. I'll take it. Yeah, the problem is I gotta map the speed brakes, right? I can't just, like, when I'm landing there, I need to have access to them, like, on my yoke or something, because I can't take my eyes off landing and look down and hit the speed brake. You know? But we made it here in one piece, which is the most important thing. And we're going to go show off our new plane to all the residents of Morristown Municipal Airport. All right, listen, we didn't crash the plane the first flight. That's what's important, right? Let's get the flaps up. Go inside here so we can open that door up. Oh, let's put the parking brake on. Oh, that didn't work. Parking brake doesn't work. All right. Let's see if we can open up this door. From inside the plane here. There we go. Very nice. We can go step outside here. Oh, look at this. We can sit in this seat right here. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Any of these open up? Let's see. Nope. Is these closed? Nope. You can go sit in this seat right there. I hand landed it. Oh, there's a little cargo. Let's go check that out. A little suitcase in there. Anything over here we can open up? No. Oh, we got another cargo spot. That's a small cargo spot. Open up that one. Okay. And that's about it. Oops. All right, back in the cockpit. All right, let's shut her down. So that's off, and where's our avionics? Hold on. This is off. That's off. That's off. That's off. And electrical off. Off. Plane is cold and dark. All right, guys. Well, I got to say, I'm very impressed. I'm very, very impressed. I think it's an awesome plane. Pretty happy with it. $45. Definitely worth it. Happy with the purchase. You can get it on xplane.org, the store there. Yeah, you can walk while cruising. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's a car behind us. Wonder what the hell he wants. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me for this quick stream here. Just wanted to show you around this plane. Again, I'm very impressed. Hope this was helpful, guys. Until we stream again. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it.